Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCP 2025 matchup.
The smite is available for both junglers, but Courage should be able to get this one away pretty comfortably.
Courage in absolute shambles, seeing that he is down an entire camp. Ginger leaving, I guess, one or two of the small Krugs, but Kaiwing here. This is not a winning 2v3, as you see Gang taking a lot of damage. Zenith Blade comes out. Kaiwing going to use that Ignite, but the Ignite is back. Kaiwing getting stunned up. The Frost, and it is going to be the Ignite eventually taking Evie there, but very low HP. Junja and Doggo certainly with the requirements, the ability to take down more. Gang, no summoners. Junja should be able to take him out eventually, although Gang trying to turn it around. Evie coming, flash forward. The flash away from Junja will be very good. And there comes the snare. Doggo will get one. No, Junja actually eventually taking it, and Doggo might actually go down the barrier. He can drop aggro, but the headbutt! Oh, and the trade. It's going to be a 3 for 2 still, favoring CFO.
So a lot happened.
But Junja going to once again beat Courage to any action up here on the top side. Already in the tri-bush. It doesn't seem like it's watered to me. Snare will connect. A lot of damage. Gang going to be able to stop Kaiwing from going forward, but even maybe helping Kaiwing now that he was able to just walk on out of there. And so another kill found for CFO. Level 6 off this. Should probably be very close to it, and I imagine it should. Yeah, there we are. So Glacial Prison now available.
Now this just feels extremely dominant by CFO because they have, you know, the fact that HONQ is doing so well in these 1v. You don't really want to ever go even in a trade because you are just going to lose out on health as the game extends. But
all the
no flash.
Yeah, going to be able to cancel out that Arctic Assault, and there's no really for Courage to go. Should just be going down. Kill does go over to HONQ, and CFO once again. Another rotation of Junja getting up to that top side. We might have a brawl. Evie's waiting. He does have the public execution. Glacial Prison does exist. Kaiwing can be nearly one shot. We're going to go in. Kaiwing does manage to get the W out in time, but the public execution does come through. There's going to be one going down, but it's a Leona. Is he actually going to go down? The aftershocks kept him alive, and Doggo picks up the kill. Kaiwing somehow lived.
Just the only damage going on to Kaiwing there was Evie, and he was just locked up. He could first 3 objectives because it's very easy to steal away one grub. If you're quite even, it's very easy to trade objectives as well.
Yeah.
When sides are being committed.
Kaiwing getting looked at. Still
no
10
flash.
seconds. Could we get another death perhaps for the Ruinous? It looks like we will. 4 seconds. Oh, okay. There's one more death there to the tally. Can we do it? Junja will smite away the dragon.
We cannot.
And it is not. It is the Voracious. But we do get Infernal Soul.
That's exciting. That's more might be changed because, you know, going for a laning option, but, you know, never laning against anyone. It's quite unfortunate.
No, it does feel that way. Like I'm sure against Jax you want to hold up. HONQ looking for a kill into Gang, going to give the flash away, and not quite got the damage there on the reactivation, but will be able to pick up one eventually. HONQ now getting the Emperor's Divide out of Fate. Fate, does he have a way out? It's a very close 1v1, but HONQ just has it. That's a double kill. And straight no assist as well as HONQ. He's on the board, he's looking good. This is the rookie for CFO, and the veteran on the other side trying to take down the Sejuani. Will not be able to do so, but CFO are powering.
And they utilize the fact that Leona's ult is on cooldown and win a fight right now. That's their only advantage they have.
Fate, he's up here, is looking to be taken out. HONQ will secure that one as well. And the tower will be taken out. Of course, it wasn't the real tower, it was the sandcastle. Down it does go. Fate does fall once again, and I mean, CFO were just playing so surgical. Perfectly around basically wherever Junja is.
Yeah,
Junja's just a catalyst for everything.
An extremely clean performance, honestly. Everything is you know, working out for them. The fact that Junja never has to leave his clearing path to go and assist the lane is just thanks to his laners doing so well, and also just the fact that they can lane swap to alleviate a lot of that pressure. There was just
TV teleporting in. He does have Gang here, and Steadfast Presence might be able to help him out. Junja there. Stranglethorns is available. Is he going to be able to survive? HONQ is so low, but not out yet. The public execution isn't going to be able to get Evie out, as he did die before it goes out. Ignite secures 1. Somehow it turns into a 1-for-1, but massive shutdown does go to Marble.
extremely close to...
Truly is sealing that guy's fate, it would appear. This should be tower going down, especially with the 6 Void Grubs already picked up. Courage will come in just to view Evie now. He does not have anything to get out of this. Flash, sure, but even if he did flash, it is just going to be a loss of a summoner. They get the mid tower, they get the bot tower, the cake, they get it, they eat it too.
And this this entire map just feels like Junji's playground, right? Everywhere he goes, it will work out for him. Nothing can really go wrong in his life right now. No one can stand up to him. No one can fight him. Every camp he wants to contest will become his. And he is probably just leading his team extremely well right now, making sure, oh, I want to go here. Everyone come.
Really locally, that even, you know, last year we had Caster in the league. 665 was putting up really big performances, and still it just felt like Junji
Do not want to. They do not want to hand over this objective for free, but I think they're too late.
Yeah, it's going to just go down, and Voracious will be picked up. Honky going aggressively. We need to get the reset for him. Can we get it? No, we can't! Otacon does live. They do get it eventually, but not before they lose their very, very fed mid laner. So much damage coming out from this bullet time. Kaiwing might just be sent back to his base, but Driver comes in. Driver finds one. That's going to be Courage going down. Another. Evie taken out next, and Gang has nowhere to go as Doggo just chases him down. Marvel trying to turn around and put at least Israel back in the fountain, but will not be able to do so. Another snare coming through now from Junja will stop Fate in his tracks, and nothing else can happen. Well, Junja's still looking aggressively. He does have to withdraw. Keep in mind, there is no death that can occur right now. Doggo loses his goddamn mind, but it's completely fine. The tower's gone. Jax is gone. Doggo's gone forward. Fate, he's so low, he's dipping and diving. One more will do it, and there it is with the flash. CFO are unstoppable.
And this is the Doggo that I remember being that absolute dominating. It was crucial.
Absolutely. I mean, it was close in terms of very many low health bars, but this Otacon is so ridiculous. Back to live, and Fate is dead. It looks like we also got Marble dead. That's both your carries. Evie, yes, he's still alive, but Gang is not. Evie will flash away. Courage still very high in HP.
Just beat the game.
Yeah, Honkyu, of course, he didn't go down. Junja, Honkyu, Doggo still with that Voracious Otacon. Junja just sitting there, making sure Courage cannot do anything. The flash away, Evie 1 HP going back to the fountain. But that's Nexus Tower number 1, Nexus Tower number 2, and Nexus will go down as well. CFO, take game number 1.
Absolute surgical performance, honestly. It was just very clean from start to finish. Always having concerns about, you know, these mage junglers not being able to utilize their tempo to, you know, create it as a Silas, because, you know, he's kind of guaranteed the Justice Punch, and the base damage that the Galio has is quite insane. You know, very used to seeing Silas start E versus the Q style of the Galio.
Yeah, Fate is an amp tome up in the 1v1, but still gets caught by that taunt.
He's in trouble now.
Take a lot of damage. Junja, he's being jumped on though, and this guy's getting very, very low. Can they find the kill? It feels like they absolutely will, and Courage is the one that claims it. And while, yes, the 1v1 is good for Galio, Silas try to fight back in the series. As again, down but not out after the losing game number 1. Junja will be able to stop at least the back from Silas, giving Honkyu a little bit of pressure, although he's not going to know. This is problematic. He does have flash. Can he get away? Waits out the chains. Does go over.
Oh.
Tries to get fancy with it. I mean, he's going to go down.
He's going to try to delay his kill as long as possible because he wants to give it to someone who actually wants the goal.
Yeah. That felt like... I'm not sure. Anyway, he does go down.
Yeah, and that... We were... you know, complimenting CFO about how well they were playing together as a unit and moving their jungle. Kudos to them.
Yeah, Junja having a night off after that first performance. Still can absolutely turn around. There's nothing massive has occurred or been broken from that, but yeah, look at Honkyu now. Being looked at, there's no way out. Oh no, he channeled a recall. Okay.
He ulted.
Did he?
Yeah, he tried to ult out and it got cancelled by the...
oh no!
But
okay. Has cleansed.
Lucky that did
Still
not
takes a sizable chunk of his health bar away. Dragon maybe on the horizon here as CFO do start it up. Remember, SoftBank are still very, very strong, and Gang might be able to find his way to Kaiwing.
Honkyu's in trouble.
Here comes the ultimate. Yeah, Fate and Honkyu going at it mid, and it's going to be absolutely Fate taking that one. With that, nothing really CFO can do.
That is just the, you know, this is pretty much how this matchup interacts, but Evie's going to, you know, use that empowered Q to heal back up a little bit, so while it does look really one-sided, still a bit closer, but Driver's just going to use the passive and heal back up right here, and this is the power of the... And I do have, you know, while I am a fan of Corki 80 carry, I do have concerns with it, right? Because it definitely does feel like if you aren't really utilizing how strong it is early, there are a lot of power dips you have to think about when you compare it to other 80 carries, right? You sort of are pigeonholed into building Triforce Man Immune no matter what, because those items...
See what they get, and the players who hold it.
2 minutes on both objectives in the Rift Herald and the Dragon, so this could be a potential trade, but I assume that SoftBank does want to fight everything right now.
Doggo is stronger than Marble for the time being in terms of raw damage. Here comes the hero's entrance, though. It's going to be very good. Lands onto 2. That is Cyclone completely used, and Junji is blocking every single bit of damage. And now Courage, he is going to get some protection from Gang. The Braum shield does go up, and Junji trying to find his way onto Courage, but will be matched by another hero's entrance, this time of Fate. Not quite able to connect, but the quickness will mean that the Gang will go down. The flash from Doggo as well. Fate does go in. The Kingslayer, everything being used. Junji trying to trade back. The Conqueror now sucked up. It is going to be a shutdown. It is going to be the try up. Everyone's so low, but everything's coming up. CFO, there is just 1 point of damage that separates the fight, and Doggo gets the triple.
And this is the strength of CFO's comp. You know, Doggo hits Triforce, they're ready to fight. The peeling was honestly immaculate from Hongkyu. Didn't really have showing in the laning phase, but when you look at the inventories, it's one item versus one item. Oh no.
If Junji goes down, that would have been a complete disaster, and SoftBank probably just run away with the game. But now look at the gold swing. It's first tower over in favor of Driver, who was just so menacingly.
Hey, this was a very old bug, but it's still around. Also, we'll be having to deal with one, but another team fight coming out.
Doggo does not have Psalms. He has Cleanse. He does have Cleanse. Junji probably just going to go down. Does get the Xin Zhao ults off, and a lot of cooldowns being used to get here to this fight. Kaiwing will be able to make his way out. Evie here. It is going to be Hongkyu in the background. He does find a nice 2-man taunt. What's the damage there? Doggo trying to find it. The Phosphorus Bomb. Not going to find it though. It's Evie. He gets the heal from the Color of the Meek, and it's SoftBank who will win in this one. Driver, can he find anything for Doggo? No, he cannot. And SoftBank strike back, and they strike back well. Really good job to fight back in that fight.
Also, we're free from Doggo torturing us.
Yeah.
Thank God. But just a free dragon getting picked up by CFO here. They are, you know, well, they were first back on the map. And, you know, when you take stock of inventories right now, the fact that Fate was so far ahead in the mid lane in his individual 1v1 and the Cosmic don't really make you a powerhouse. They kind of just enable the rest of your items later on to be strong. And this is why, you know, Silas is kind of dipped out of meta a little bit, just because he doesn't really have a nice first item to build. Especially into these tanks, you know. You don't really want to be building a Lost Chapter item, but the whole point is...
Yeah, Glacial Fissure does come down and will connect onto 2 people, but used more as a disengage than engage. As, ooh, those big rockets are starting to hurt. Definitely not tickling anyway. Still nothing really to come from this. Driver did pick himself up a tower in the top lane. Dragon, CFO just have a Dragon, so it should be 2-1.
Yeah.
Arakan up. Dragon will be spawning in 2.5 more minutes. So interesting, we haven't got the feet yet. Kaiwing coming in on a flank carry. Oh, Courage is going to be able to get out of there. Driver though finds his way on. That's a Cyclone, and that is a one-shot on Q2. He gets in there. Nice stun by Evie. He's going to deny any further forward movement from the Sculio. And all things said and done, not the worst. Courage does go down. This gives a lot of free reign, and probably an Arakan over to the side of CFO. But at least not a bunch more was lost.
This is another one where, you know, from a bird's eye view, you think that this isn't something that you should really prioritize because you're not really getting used to it. But SoftBank definitely seem to think that this is something they cannot give over. Even with the numbers disadvantage they have right now, they want to fight this.
Yeah, 4v5, this Arakan is getting very low. A similar thing happened last fight, or last game rather, where in the middle of the fight, CFO were able to pick up this Arakan. Maybe SoftBank looking for it this time. Very low is this Arakan, but it's going to be picked up by Junji. Almost certainly there it comes, and there's no way in how SoftBank can win in this fight now. Fate trying to find the damage onto Doggo. He's using his Valkyrie for damage, and Fate will be eventually going down. He might get the withdrawal. No, he does not. Doggo survives. Recall coming through. That's another pick found. That's Arakan in favor of CFO. Now, there is no objective immediately for them to take. Not getting XP for Fate on the Silas, who does really want to be as ahead as he possibly can. Now evened up in that mid lane matchup. Tower in the mid lane does go down. That's the outer tower first. Some rotations going down to the bot side as Driver making work here, possibly on the bot side. Evie has to be careful. Does have Dominus up and available to himself, but certainly does not want to lose that power that you get in the team fights from having that objective. Arrow goes wide, not going to connect onto anyone, and Doggo completely saved. Evie is just completely one-shot. Gang now does have to flash away, but he's going to be matched by Driver, and nice wall, nothing breaking it, means it is going to deny the explosive cask. So now Driver going to be down that Gragas ultimate still with the power that CFO have, with the withdrawals all still available. Only Kaiwing missing it. Fate does get tagged up. He's going to be able to get away for the time being, but the bot lane inhib tower will not. The inhib will be to follow. And SoftBank are just going to have to head back to their base.
They still have the withdrawals. They still have 4 minions.
They are still going forward, Driver taking up the tower, going aggressive here as Junji. He's going to find his way onto Fate. It's a nice glacial fissure, but it might just be Gang going down. He's able to get his way out the stand behind Braun, but Junji in the fountain. Everyone really going so hard. That's one withdrawal coming through. Driver's going to get his as well. Nothing results. It's going to be SoftBank able to defend their base, but what do they get from it? Almost nothing. A bunch of gold, and that is it, as CFO will return back onto the map.
And it's going to be that pretty much even tempo reset, right? We see that all of SoftBank were in the base. You know, they're going to spend their gold, come back out. Exact same thing is happening with CFO. So it's a complete map freeze.
The well-played thing about that for CFO is they could have just chosen to turn, recall, and then head out to the Dragon. But there's actually a genuine chance with the respawns coming through that during the time it takes to recall and then get back on the map, they map quicker, get the Dragon, and now heading down the mid lane. They're going to use the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, lands on the Hong Q, not going to be all that important. It's Courage just jumps in, loses half his HP, and CFO pretty happy with that trade. Are still looking to possibly push down the mid tower. Not easy to do.
And there is just so much front line to allow Doggo to do whatever he wants. Pretty much 4 champions this game all enable Doggo to just completely pop with these team fights. And Marble just is not going to output the same amount of damage that Doggo is going to do right now. You know, it takes a lot more for this Ashe to scale, and the base damage is just not the same.
I've seen Driver find success doing this before. This time he's going to get stunned up. Everyone is on to Driver, but the collapse is coming through. It's a nice ult from Kaiwing, but it's a really nice ult from Fate. Maybe he's able to split this team fight up just enough. They're trying to get onto Doggo. Not quite. The hero's entrance is going to come through. One down, it's 1v1, all 4 champions remaining. Only the top lane and the support for the side of CFO do go down. Doggo going forward, finds himself another, finds himself a double. Fate and Courage left on the map, but he's against 4 very angry members of CFO who are trying to secure themselves their second series win here in the LCP.
Hong Q is going for the recall, does have the TP here, so we're going to throw that one onto the minions. This might just be one tower. There is no ult here for the side of SoftBank, but
no respawns. Courage is just going to get one shot here, it seems. He tries to find his way onto Doggo. Doggo does have just enough mana for the Valkyrie. He's still going forward. The ace comes through. Junjia picks it up. And after a rough start, a rough start to game number 2, CFO find one crucial team fight and just end it from that point onwards. Well played. 2 series wins now to CFO.
And that's the turnaround that we were looking for from CFO. You know, last time we saw them fall down so hard.